4, structure fire for engines 472, ladder 21, ladder 407, fire 8, rescue 7, North Main Street and 5th Street.
Each and every day, firefighters risk their lives while performing their sworn duty to protect their community. The Integrated Firefighter Recovery Harness from Lion Apparel, also known as the Drag Rescue Device, or DRD for short, is designed to facilitate the extrication of a downed firefighter from a life-threatening environment. Traditionally, the firefighter's SCBA harness served as the rescue device. Now, with the new DRD, actual mechanical leverage for dragging the firefighter is readily available. This new product, found on Lion Apparel's bunker or turnout coats, will greatly enhance the likelihood of a successful rescue for your firefighter should that dramatic incident occur. The DRD is to be used solely for structural or proximity firefighting operations. It is not an escape or life safety harness. It should not be used for lifting or lowering a person on a lifeline. The DRD is located between the outer shell and inner lining of your coat. The device is comprised of a tethered strap with a looped handle. The handle can be accessed at the nape of the coat even when the firefighter is wearing his or her breathing apparatus. The DRD is deployed by pulling the handle and fully extending the tethered strap. When deployed, it secures the wearer by the upper torso or shoulders, so the device pulls directly on the body, not the garment. This enables the rescuer to drag the downed firefighter in line with the axis of the skeletal frame, decreasing the risk of further injury. Before using your coat, check to make sure that the DRD is properly installed. Now, let's take a look at the right way to install the drag rescue device from Lion Apparel. Place the coat exterior side down so the inner surface of the shell is facing you. Separate the coat shell and liner system except at the collar or neck area. Fold the liner up over the top of the shell. Lay the DRD on the shell with the hook fastener on the looped handle facing down. Insert the looped handle into the welt opening and push it through the opening. Insert the harness through the loops and engage the hook and loop closure. Fold the liner down over the outer shell. Put the liner sleeves through the larger torso loop of the harness. At the lower back area of the shell,
press the loop material on the harness onto the 2" by 2" hook piece. Then, place the DRD webbing between your index finger and thumb at the top of either shoulder and follow the webbing completely down, checking for twists and removing them. Repeat the operation for the other shoulder. When done properly, the label and hook fastener on the DRD will face the shell. The hook and loop fastener tab eliminates twisting or drooping of the DRD below the liner while donning and doffing the coat. Reinsert liner sleeves into shell and snap at wrist. Zip the liner into the coat. Turn the coat over so the outside back of the coat is facing you. Bend 2 inches of the hand loop over into the welt opening and mate the loop fastener on the handle with the 1" by 2" hook fastener on the coat shell. Pull the flap down and press into position over the hand loop. Try on the coat to check for comfort and proper fit. If you feel tightness in any way, remove your coat, check for twisting of the DRD between the shell and the inner liner, adjust the DRD, and recheck the fit to see if the problem has been resolved. The drag rescue device can be used by 1 or more people to rescue a downed firefighter. To perform a solo rescue, pull the DRD handle from the pocket in back of the coat. Gently turn the downed firefighter onto their back, resting on the SCBA tank. This will reduce surface area and make it easier to drag the downed firefighter. Slip a gloved hand into the loop on the DRD. Stay low and pull using your legs.
Fire 7 copy. Got him to take up. Prevention's on the way. Back to you.
When performing the rescue with a second firefighter, follow the first 3 steps as outlined for a solo rescue.
Then have the second rescuer take a position at the legs of the downed firefighter or join in together at the DRD to provide assistance in dragging the victim.
Following the actual use of the device, or after your turnout coat has been exposed to Class 2 or Class 4 heat, a thorough inspection of your DRD is an absolute must. You should also remember to inspect the device once a year, regardless if it has been used or, for that matter, been exposed to the heat classifications mentioned previously. When checking for damage to your DRD, look for the following things.
Discoloration. This can signify burn damage or chemical deterioration. Cuts or holes. Pulled stitches. Unusual wear. Broken or frayed fibers.
When your DRD is damaged in any way, immediately remove it from service and have it repaired or disposed of. Be sure to consult with your shift supervisor about your DRD's condition or reliability.
Always remember to reset the hand loop inside the coat after each use. Even if your DRD has not been deployed, you should still check the fold and the actual positioning of the device between the shell and liner on a regular basis. Cleaning your DRD is a simple task. First, remove it from your coat. Wash the device by hand using a mild detergent and soft bristled brush. Never use chlorine bleach. Rinse thoroughly. When hanging the DRD to dry, keep the device out of direct or indirect sunlight and avoid fluorescent lighting. Failure to do so can cause degradation of the fibers and severely hamper the performance of your DRD. If storing an uninstalled DRD, make sure it is clean and never stored in the vicinity of sharp objects. Remember to keep your DRD in a dry area away from direct or indirect sunlight and from fluorescent lighting as well.
A good rule of thumb when considering when to retire your DRD is when the actual cost of repair is greater than 50% of the replacement cost. If the retirement option is selected, be sure to destroy your DRD in order to prevent any unauthorized or mistaken use.
Destroying the DRD is best achieved by cutting the webbing into pieces and then disposing of them properly. Any retired DRD contaminated with bloodborne pathogens or hazardous chemicals must be placed in a plastic bag and disposed of following applicable protocols governing the disposal of contaminated materials.
Let's take a moment now to recap and summarize a few of the main elements as discussed throughout this program about the new DRD from Lion Apparel.
When first receiving your DRD, inspect it to ensure that it is properly installed and defect-free. If necessary, install the device using the proper procedures outlined in this presentation and in the safety and training guide provided by the manufacturer Lion Apparel. Use the DRD only for its intended use. Do not attempt to use the device as an escape or life safety harness or for lifting or lowering a person on a lifeline. Use the right technique whenever a rescue is required. Inspect your DRD at least every 12 months and after each deployment or exposure to Class 2 or Class 4 heat. Reset your DRD after each deployment. Launder the device in accordance with established guidelines. Always store your DRD away from direct and indirect sunlight and/or fluorescent lighting. If you have any questions concerning any aspect of your DRD, contact your shift supervisor at once.
Lion Apparel's Firefighter Recovery Harness, or drag rescue device known simply as the DRD, can provide you and the members of your department with an indispensable safety tool for one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Following the guidelines and procedures established throughout this presentation will ensure that your DRD is ready when needed the most.